back to my channel again. It's your baby girl, as you already know, Osineye Adeola. Hope you guys are well, hope you guys are good, hope you guys are doing very well. So this is another episode of my Asoebi continuation, and this is the continuation basically, and this is what we've done within the 2 episodes. We've done this. Alright, so if you are not watching, I don't know what you're waiting for, because we're making a full dress out of these videos. Do you understand? So what we are doing next is we are creating the skirts now, and I just want you guys to stay tuned and follow up like you've been following up since 2 days ago. Okay, so what we are doing next is, we already cut out the skirts, right? So we're just joining them together, and in the picture, which I'm going to be displaying like somewhere on the screen, there's like a mesh, which is the net that we used for the top on the skirt also. So that's what I'm just going to cut now. I'm just going to cut the skirt and measure it with the hip, then join it together. Okay, so stay tuned guys. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. My camera is not functioning at the moment, and not because it has any issue. It doesn't have any issue. The SD card is not just functioning well. So hopefully I'm able to get like a higher gig, because I have like 16, 32 and 64, and trust me, within the episodes, like, they're actually long. So it's when I'm editing that I have to like shorten everything. Okay, so and aside that, the weight of my camera, let me show you guys. Like, can you see this? I don't know if you guys can see this. The weight of my camera is not from this world. So I just pray I have money to get a new one. If I'm able to get a new one, I'm going to buy a smaller size that I can always lift everywhere. Do you understand? But I mean, majority of vloggers and YouTubers basically, like, they use cameras like this to do a sit down video. Do you understand? And the mini cameras, they are used for like vlogging. Like, I'm just going to recreate it with my phone instead of using my camera. Okay, so just stay tuned guys. I just decided to just show you guys what I'm going through. Like, the weight, this thing even weigh more than me, I'm sure. this camera way more than me, but this camera is good. I'm not even capping, it's very good. So let's continue. This is the net I'm going to put in on the skirt, the front alone. So I'm just going to like freehand the measurements, right? So let me just cut this, because we are not using this net anymore. So let's just assume, because I'm still going to like drape it on the skirt. So let's just do that. So that's what I'm using on the table. I'm just going to keep this one for maybe another client that is going to be working on this kind of color. So this is the front that we already cut out earlier. Please, if you have not watched the beginning of the video, you might probably not understand. Do you understand? We are making a full Asoebi, and if you should watch this video on how to make the full Asoebi, you will be able to like cut out any corsets. I'm not saying bustier. I'm not saying like any other. I'm more specific on corset making. So like, if you want to cut any corset cup and create a skirt for it or a dress, this video is going to be very, very helpful. Do you understand? So this is what we have, and this is the inner. So I'm taking this to the sewing machine, folding it and stitching on it. So that's what I'm going to be doing now, and I'm also going to do it for the other one, the longer version of it. So the end stream, I'm going to fold it in the wrong side on the good side, like so. So I'm going to stitch on it. So when I stitch on it and turn it, so the right side of the doll face is going to be on the wrong side of the Asoebi. So this is the net, which is the Asoebi, and this is the down part. This is down, like the flare part down it. So I'm going to be putting the wrong side of my doll face on the right side of my Asoebi, right? Then after, when I stitched it together, so the stitching is just going to be like somewhere here. Okay, then this net is of no use. Then after stitching it, and by the time I turn it together to the other side, the right side of the doll face is going to be on the wrong side of the Asoebi. Do you understand? So let me just take it to the machine and do it off the camera. So I've done the joining together like I said earlier. So this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to turn it to the other side like this, then press it. So I'm just going to turn it to the other side, press the upper part. Do you understand? So I'm still going to trim off this net away from the clothes, and I already kept my dart as well. Can you see? 8 inches away, which is 4 inside and 3.5, so everything makes it 7 by this side, 7 by this side. Okay, so when I was cutting, I cut the same size for this doll face and this ashebi. Now after putting my dart inside the boats, it's going to affect this one because they won't be of the same size anymore. So all I have to do is to just measure and then cut it out from the net here. So I pinned it together, as you can see, right? So from there I'll be able to get my cutting. So all I have to do is to just cut this part away and then cut this edge too. So it's going to be a short length and a longer length because we don't want it too heavy on my client. Do you understand? And for me as well, I don't like heavy clothes too, so let's just work with this. So what I'm doing next is I'm going to be measuring with my chalk. This is the net I trimmed out earlier. So I'm just going to arrange it on the front like this, carefully. Like you have to drape it on it. It doesn't really need too much draping because it's not something that we need that draping for. Can you see? So we're still doing something like this somewhere here. So this is what this would look like. So after that, I'm then going to cut it out. I just hope the video is doing justice. So after doing that, what I'm going to do next is to measure the waist. So the normal waist is 29, but I told you guys that we're going to be using 26, right? So as you can see, the chalked part, I already got the body measurement from it. So what I'm going to do now is to do the same thing the way I did for the front. I'm going to do the same thing for the back by joining it together like I did for the inner. Okay, so let me just go there and do that on the machine and get back to you guys. Okay, so as you can see in this video now, I already kept the first back, which is this side. Can you see? I already kept it on it and I already chalked where my stitches will be on. Do you understand? So when I'm done with the other side of the back, I'm going to put it here also. I already chalked it. Then when I put it again, I'm going to chalk it and then take it to my machine and stitch. But before then, I need to break out the beads inside. Do you understand? So it doesn't affect my machine along the line. So that's just what I'm going to do now. Then after that, I'm going to attach it with the top. After weaving and doing every other thing, so I'm going to attach it to the top. So let me just take it to the machine now and stitch, then add the other side and stitch. Okay, so guys, as you can see, I'm done with the stitching of the back to the front, both right and left. Okay, and I've cross-checked the measurements also. So in the picture that the dress I'm recreating, in the picture, this place was joined together like this. Can you see? So I need to just tack it very well. Yeah, like I just have to tack it and take my time in tacking it so that it will be firm. So guys, as you can see in the video, I've done the stitching together. So what I'm doing now is I need to cut out the front V that was, you know, attached to the dress. So I need to cut out the V. This is a straight line, so I need to cut out the V structure on my fabric. Okay, so let's do that together. So you know, this is not going to be here, it's going to be on top of it, like so. Can you see this? So let us get out our V structure for the front. So what I'm going to do now is to pin the side together like this, and also pin the second side together. Done. So after that, then this center, you can also pin it together. Right, so after pinning it together, you can see what it's giving. It's giving the normal full dress now. So what I'm doing next now is to get the V structure. So it now depends on how deep you want your V to also look like. You can make it look small, you can make it not look too visible as a V. You can even do the U structure like this, but in the picture it was V that was done on the picture. And so this is the center that I want. You can also measure it, it's your choice, but I mean, I've been doing this for a while now, so like I know how deep I would like the V to look like. Do you understand? So I'm just going to do this and then do this as well. Can you see? So the V is already created like that. So all I just need to do is to just use my scissors to cut it out. But please move forward a little bit because you still have to weave it, and then the allowance needs to be on the clothes. Can you see that? Then you cannot remove this one. So the little V had been incorporated on it, right? But please be careful, don't make it go all the way down. It should just be like a mini size. So you let that V structure, let it come out in your outfit. Do you understand? So let me just take it to the machine and weave it. So after weaving it, then I'll bring it back to the machine, to my sewing machine, and then stitch it on the upper torso. So this is the V. Can you see? Can you see? This is the V structure inside, right? So I'm stitching. After weaving, I'm going to stitch on the other side of it, and we're almost done. Okay, so guys, I'm done with the attachment of the upper torso and the lower torso, which is the up of this fabric and the lower part of it. Do you understand? And this is what it looks like, and this is what I was talking about earlier. So there's like an allowance down this upper torso, so I stitched on it, not under this place. Can you see how it's looking like in the video? So this is what I did. Right now, the aim of this down part is to like snatch in the lower belly. You're just going to like hold the lower belly when you corset it at the back, right? And I'm done. Actually, the only thing I need to put now is to put the zip and then put the hemming gum, because I need to hem this place. I need to close it and hem it, then put the zip, right? And you know, I told you that our waist is 29 and I decided to use 26 because when she joined it together at the back with the corseting that has eyelets here, right? When she joined it together, it's going to reduce her waist, definitely. It might even go lower than 26. Do you understand? So this is what it looks like. Now this part, right, we are definitely using needle and thread to like do the close-up because this is very strong. There are other methods where you can use to like do this. You can also do this stitching part in other ways, but for me, I would just prefer to use needle and thread to like hold it together neatly. So this is what the dress looks like in full. This is what the dress looks like in full. Hey, this clothes can't fit me past person make it come like this. So can you see when this place is joined together and the other side is joined together, so it's going to be very firm on my client. So can you see? So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video, because the major thing after putting the zip, the next thing we'll be doing is, you know, beading. So we are just going to be beading the clothes. The cloth already has like a lot of beadings on it, but like it's not like beading extremely beadings. It's not extreme beadings. Yeah, is that English correct? It's not extreme beadings. Anyhow, it's not plenty beadings. Do you understand? So we are beading this edge, you know, putting raindrop embellishment and that as well, right? I hope you like this video, and I hope like you picked one or two in this tutorial. But before then, I have gist for you people. I want to gossip, but I'm definitely going to gossip in the next episode. And for the back, I still need to put like a coverage inside. Some people put the coverage from the inside of their fabric, but for me, I just want to put it outside. It's still going to be of the same look, but it's not going to be like inside this back shot, right? So that is all about this for now. And after the zip, you guys already know how to put the zip now. I make I still do the tutorial again. I beg. Tell me you don't like this cloth though. It's giving Ashebi, it's giving Iyawo Ba, it's giving Iyawo Tinubu in it. This clothes even can't fit me, ha. If this clothes could look nice on me like this, then imagine it on my clients.